budget submissions.
Thank you. Thank you for mentioning the time. Now, M. Muhammad Abdullah ji.
Honorable Vice Chairman, sir, thanks for the opportunity given me to speak on this day. Sir, this is my maiden speech. At the outset, I would like to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to the stalwart of the Dravidian movement, Tandai Periyar. Without him, we are not here. Our founder leader, great Anna, former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu and former member of this August House, where today I stand to represent Tamil Nadu and its people. I am also indebted to Kalaignar, who inspired me to join the Dravidian movement to fight for the rights of the marginalized and oppressed. I am eternally grateful to our DMK party president and Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, the man of humanity, Mr. K.S.A.S., and our DMK Youth Wing Secretary, Thiru Udayanithi Stalin MLA, for choosing me to represent this interest of our state and its people. Sir, also, I want to thank this union government also, sir, because today my dream comes true. I'm standing here. Our union government sold out Air India. Our union government sold out to LIT. Our union government sold out to many government entities. But fortunately, they left this house, remain for the country. I have a chance to stand here today. I have a chance here today. Thanks for the union government. The union's finance minister, under the guise of the budget, has repeated the same old schemes from previous years with no augmentation of funds for such schemes, and has conveniently ignored certain important promise of the union government. Now that the time to pay has come, I shall elucidate more on this during the course of my speech, sir. The Union Finance Minister has stated India to have entered into Amrit Kaal, the 25 years long led up to India at 100, and has referred to Honorable Prime Minister Independence Day address that had apparently set out the vision for India at 100. What was the vision? It was nothing. Nothing was the vision. It was nothing but the same thing repackaged for the third year in a row with no financial allocation or even an inkling of starting the promised projects. The Honorable Prime Minister first announced a 100 lakh crore rupee infrastructure plan in his 2019 Independence Day address to the nation. It was renamed as a National Infrastructure Pipeline Project in his Independence Day address in 2020. The next year, the name was renamed. And further, it was rebranded as BM Gati Shakti. So that year, they couldn't find a proper English name, I think so. They have chosen a Hindi name. So BM Gati Shakti in 2021 Independence Day speech. Now our Union Finance Minister has parroted the same thing in her budget speech. I don't blame the Honorable Finance Minister. The present Union Finance Minister and predecessors of this government remind me of the popular Tamil saying, Talaivan evvaliyo, Tondanam avvali, meaning a party guarder or supporter invariably follows their leader blindly with the blatant disregard to everything else. I say this with proof to back up my claim and not just as a passing comment. I'll tell you how, sir. Honorable sir, what I am talking about. We need to go to 7 years back in time to understand how this government has lied to its citizen. If one takes a look at the budget speech of the finance minister of this government, this specific word and issues find mention at the following places. Like I mentioned earlier, these are the budget speeches of 3 different finance ministers over the last 7 years, but with the same line. Union Budget 2016-17, paragraph 13, point number 1, and paragraph 14. Union budget 2017-2018, paragraph 19, point 1, paragraph 21, and paragraph 34. Union budget 2018 and 2019, paragraph 11. Interim budget 2019 and 2020, paragraph 5 and paragraph 23. Union budget 2019 and 20, paragraph 50, and Union budget 2020-2021, paragraph 22, and again Union budget 2021-2022, paragraph 25. What was the promise? What was the promise? Doubling of farmers' income by 2022. Doubling of farmers' income by 2022. The 75th year of our independence. It was clearly written in all the budget. Now I call upon the member of this August House to go through the Union budget 22-23, and this does not find it anywhere else. Okay. The year, I'm coming to you. The year in now 2022, have our farmers' income doubled? Honorable Chairman, sir, it is doubled? No. But sadly, the death of the farmers were doubled and tripled. It was doubled and tripled. On the contrary, farmers have been harassed by this government with its policies that favor only to their corporate friends and masters who made this government, who is behind this government, who is running this government. The government introduced 3 formulas which were detrimental to the livelihood of farmers across the nation to appease their corporate masters. The 3 formula removed the provision of MSB, which were directly detrimental to the government's agenda of doubling farmers' income. Honorable Sir, the entire opposition correctly realized the impact of such a screwed law will have on the agriculture community and pleaded the government not to introduce the law and to save the farmers who were already reeling under the effect of first wave of the pandemic. The Shiromani Agalital, one of the government's oldest allies, were forced to walk out of your allies because only one reason: the high-headedness of this government, its leaders, and its inability and unwilling to listen to the dissenting opinions. This government is marked by its inaction on multiple fronts: inability to govern, inability to lead, inability to take the country and its citizens into confidence. This government and its leaders follow the policy of my way or highway. My way or highway. This is their only one policy. They pay no heed to the voices of marginalized. Honorable Sir, this government has a blood on its hands. Hundreds of farmers were killed while expressing their reservation against the 3 formulas. This government finally repealed the farm law during winter session 2021, not because it realized the detrimental effect of representation from farmers, but because of the 5 state elections that are currently underway. This government is inaccessible, not just to the citizen of this nation, but also to the elected representatives. Elected, yeah, who are not given time to put forth the representation of their constituent and people to the ministers, as evident by the denial of appointments to my esteemed party colleagues a few weeks ago. It should be noted that after the conclusion of Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly, once the Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly over, that election in 2021, the Union Finance Minister have conveniently forgotten Tamil and Tamil poets and their words, which has not found a place in their budget speech this year. Because the election is over, Tamil is also over from their budget speech. In a parliamentary democracy like ours, the Prime Minister is considered as the primus inter pares. It was told by Shivana to me, many times he told, yeah, first among the equals. He is first among the equals, and the role of the cabinet is to aid and advise the Prime Minister in the discharge of his duty. But here, it doesn't appear so. The great Tamil poet and philosopher Thiruvalluvar in his magnum opus Tirukkural says, Arigundru Ariyan eninum urudi, Ula irundan kural kadan. Meaning, although the king may be utterly ignorant, it is the duty of the ministers to give him a sound advice. On a contrary, the minister here are busy praising the emperor's new dresses. They are too busy. They are very too busy. And another one important issue I want to talk, sir. The budget imposes 30% tax on the transaction of cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency. To note here that cryptocurrency are not yet legalized in this country. It is not legalized in this country as yet, but the taxation shows that it is legal only by paying tax. Okay? But since there is no regulatory body or institution to control, it cannot be considered as a legal asset. It is illegal. It becomes legal by collecting tax. Though you are collecting tax, there is no regulatory body. I want to tell you one thing, you can sell the drugs, which is illegal, but if you pay, it will become illegal. But if there is no regulatory body, can you find any difference between these two?
Mr. Abdullah, once again.
Yeah.
You may continue speech tomorrow also because there is time constraint. I have to make an announcement. Thereafter, special mentions are there. So please sit down. Tomorrow you may continue. Tomorrow you will continue.
My flow will go, sir. Give me 1 minute. I want to finish with this. Then I will continue tomorrow.
Okay.
I just want to finish with this matter. Then tomorrow I will continue the next one. Sir, you are collecting the tax for the non-legalized thing. Is there any system that exists in the world like this, sir? Huh? There is a practice of taxing legalized system across the world. Yeah.
Please continue tomorrow. Please.